Las Vegas found themselves in another real estate bubble, but is it going to pop? Hey everybody, Scott Walters, buckle up, strap in. We got a hard-hitting, pull no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows, no sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. We got a one to unpackage today. Welcome to the show. I hope you guys are all doing great. This stuff's insanity what we got to unpackage. First of all, let me just thank each and every one of you who stuck by my side during these times. If some of you didn't know, I've been going through a massive health challenge. Oral surgery followed by death flu and now a sinus infection that refuses to go away. But the show must go on. I'm doing my best. If you've wondered why I've only been doing maybe a video a week, and now you know. Keep me in your thoughts and prayers, and I'll do the same for you as well. But today we're going to talk about Las Vegas. Las Vegas is exhibiting bubble behavior. Well, they have been. And that's one area for me that really shouldn't. And I always say that, a lot of the usual suspects got euphoric again in this housing bubble that was artificially induced due to stimulus, the crisis. Not for the crisis, we're not talking. And most of us drank that Kool-Aid, the stimulus Kool-Aid, but now we know the U.S. savings rate's at an all-time low and U.S. debt's at an all-time high. Two metrics, those are the only ones really you need to pay attention to if you want to know the health and the fitness of the U.S. home buyer, consumer, or recent home owner. Anybody that bought in the crisis now has buyer's remorse. But there's a lot of euphoria still out there. The markets are cheerleading the potential for rate cuts around the corner. Unfortunately, it will probably be too little, too late, because we're going to have to pay the piper and the dust is going to settle. Now, as an active real estate agent, love real estate, been helping plenty of you with yours. We all know real estate is local. All areas behave differently. Those are the facts, ma'am. I'm stating the facts. So the realities are this, friends. We're going to look at a property today in Las Vegas because I like to go jump into Zillow and pull apart listings, and I usually do it. I don't like to be cynical, but for lack of a better choice of words, I can get a little cynical in there because as a real estate professional, I like to read between the lines and look between the cracks and see how agents present their listing. Insanity, this stuff. Insane. But I'm a little interested in the performance of Las Vegas because they got euphoric in the 2008 crash, and they got euphoric again, and they're starting to, this is an area that's primarily driven by by hospitality, restaurant, casino, whatever. And that's going to take a huge hit as the U.S. consumer now is not so healthy. U.S. savings rate all-time low, U.S. debt all-time high. Those are good metrics for people that survive on tourism. And so as a destination area. And not only, even without that, anytime your housing market gets that euphoric out in the middle of the desert, it's just not a good thing. And like I always say, throw a dart at a map and we're probably hitting somewhere like Phoenix. There's so many areas that got euphoric in the '08 bubble. They got euphoric again. But this time, due to migration, new players have decided to join the party. So this thing's just all over the map. And I believe personally, before I move us to this property, is one of the challenges we're going to see in this potential correction, recession, or depression, take your pick. We all get to decide which one we're going with. Whew. What we have to look forward here in this potential next correction, recession, or depression that could accelerate things and be different. We always want to talk about this time is different than 2008. I always say it is different. It's worse. What I believe that's potentially going to be also different in this one, contagion. We have so much more media available for us to digest. Good news travels fast. Bad news travels faster. Even if your market's relatively healthy, don't be surprised. If all the data shows you, well, Scott, based on the job growth and wages and it looks like we're going to be fine here. Don't be so sure. Don't be sure. We're one news away from something really happening. But even I think contagion is going to be a much bigger component in this one because people, once people make up their mind to buy or not to buy, it's just, I don't care where you live. Those are the facts. I'm a trained salesman trained in the psychology of sales. I've been through so many sales trainings. It make your head spin. When I first got involved, it was all about close the deal, any cost, just get them closed, get them here, get them in the house, get them. Now I'm like, no, I'm going to put their needs before my own because I suffered some blowback in '08 and I can't walk people into their house poor. One hiccup away from a tailspin, and I get the call. Scott, we're losing the home. You said it was a good time to buy. I don't need to sell that bad at this point. So I'm a little bit of a rogue agent, I guess. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump over to Sin City, Lost Wages, Las Vegas, Nevada. Examine a listing. Then we'll meet back here, wrap this one up. Let's get started. All right, friends, buckle up, strap in, roll up your windows, lock your doors, maybe even put on that economic face mask. If you still have one, we're heading into Sin City, Lost Wages, the city that never sleeps, and their local economy is waking up to a nightmare, taking along their real estate market for the ride. Let's jump over to a local listing and take a look and see what's happening there. Now let's go ahead and bring up today's crash map, courtesy of our good fuzzy friends and failed iBuyers over at Zillow. Everything on your screen going through the kiss of death, price reductions, and it's lighting up like a Christmas tree. All right, friends, now let's go ahead and take a tour around today's listing. And here we go, a pretty average looking home, not too bad, but what do we see here? Strike one. It's sucking air, empty, unoccupied, no tenant, no owner, no nobody. Let's go ahead and look a little further. Today's property is priced at $800,000 after just experiencing a $45,000 price cut and still unsold. Now let's get into our property's description, and it's not what it says, it's how they're saying it. All caps. This is high dollar real estate, and you want to yell at us in all caps? Not good. Let's keep going. More problems for this Lost Wages property. We're priced at the upper end of its price range. Even after a price reduction, we're now officially chasing the market in a declining market. Let's keep reading. It's potentially going from bad to worse for our sellers. They started their journey at $875,000. They're now at $799,000 and still above its mid-range value in a declining market. Never a good sign. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty and see how our property pencils out. If we were silly enough to give them their $800,000 stuck on the market price, which we wouldn't, our approximate cost to carry would be $4,800 per month. Now let's see what the property would even rent for. Strike three and possibly the knockout blow. Our property has an estimated rent range of around $3,600 a month in a declining rental market as well, making this property not even coming close to penciling out. Now let's jump back to the studio so we can wrap this one up. All right, friends, welcome back. And there you go. Las Vegas, I don't know, friends. That property was this one I pulled randomly, so I could have went and found one in much worse trouble. But for me, that's a property that's probably got a lot more price reductions to deal with. And we know that I think we're approaching 50% of properties now in the market are going through price reductions nationally. And we're probably about 50% of the country right now doing a reverse course where 50% of the country might be flatlining, at best a tick or two up if they're lucky. But that's borrowed time because we're at the front end of a recession. Tail end of a crisis, tail end of stimulus. And final thoughts I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate guy. Wants to see you not only win in real estate, win in life. Understand the waters you're swimming in now. Shark infested. Las Vegas, welcome to the swimming pool. I'm not sure you're safe there, friends. We looked at a house today that ain't going off the market. Multiple offers. Day one, it's stuck on the market, chasing the market euphoria recall, and now we've got a seller that's potentially going to have to take a haircut on this property. My advice, and I'd never suggest anybody do anything that I'm not doing or willing to do myself, get in front of this thing. Find out what your price range is and get in front of it. One thing I like to do as a salesperson or if I'm in real estate, find out who your competition is and beat them. In the meantime, I'll continue to blow the lid off it every step of the way because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media links in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there, along with links to channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you need help buying or selling real estate here in America, I have the biggest network of top-rated agents in the nation ready to assist you. It'd be our honor and are privileged to do so. Email in the description for you as well. So if you're watching from your television set today and you enjoyed this video, gonna love the next video. And there's an easy subscribe icon for your convenience. As always, thank you for your time. Please go make it count today. God bless, and I'll see you on the next video.